Best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage has come since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage.
For San Antonio, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Durant. And the Warriors get it back. Curry. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Parker. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Stephen Curry hits them both. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Right. He probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's Graham, defended by Durant. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. That's a 2 from Parker. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors lead by 16. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, you haven't seen much.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 22 points, 2 rebounds, and also 3 steals. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poor.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the 3rd and 4th quarters. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with money, and it's Duncan in at the 5. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet, up until last season, he's been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
And Green gets it to go.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Parker passes to Green. And that one's good.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Warriors leading by 17. Graham kicks to Curry. The tray. Shot is no good. Good D by Parker. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Plus, I've always thought that it was good to maybe... miss a breakfast or 2, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Dishes it to Curry. And stolen by Graham. Here's Parker, and it's blocked by Curry, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's West. The shot no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Varejao dishes to Thompson. Takes a 3, and that one's good. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Ginobili with the 3. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 18.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Ginobili outside from deep. Good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.